In today's video, I want to show you guys the rifle link system. This is a game changer. Before we get there, I want to just give us a brief overview of how we got here and where it kind of fits in. Now, this is a conventional rifle sling, okay? Fantastic. I just picked up this sling quite recently. It's lovely for hunting. Then this is sort of a more modern sling. Let's circle back to both. So conventional sling, we're familiar with the sling mounts on the front of our rifle chassis here. Now there's no barrel action in this because I don't want this smashing into the studio light. So that's going to just go into that sling stud over there, and then the rear one is simply going to go through like that, and then we're going to lock that up. Now, I do recommend putting a little bit of Loctite on these sling swivels that actually go into your chassis, because on a recent hunt, mine actually turned itself loose and I managed to catch my rifle before it hit the ground. Now that's pretty straightforward, so let's get this guy off here. And let me show you guys the sort of one advancement I guess we've had in slings. Yes, there's positional slings as I have right here. This is a short action positional sling. This sling, however, attaches to the chassis a little bit differently. Now, on modern chassis, you'll have these round cups on some of them, not all of them. This H&T 26 does have that. It's something you also see on the back of an ACC. There will be a flush cut mount. So simply depress the back, that index is in there, and then the same thing on the rear. You've got this ambidextrous, by the way, on both sides, so you can decide how you want to set that up. And all of a sudden there we have another sling variant. Now, in these new sort of modern matches, for example, like an NRL hunter type of match, you need to manage your rifle. Oftentimes you need to stand with all your gear in hand. So it's vital to have access to your hands. Maybe you're hunting bears or something like that, and you need to be able to get to, a sidearm if a freaking bear or something jumps out the woods. Whatever your reason is, it's beneficial to have access to your hands, even if it's as basic as scratching your nose. Now, the rifle link system is freaking awesome because it gives you a little bit more modularity without all of this to get you tied up and hook on things, because it's a way more simpler system. Now, caveat here is you need to have a backpack on. Now, for the most part, when I'm hunting, I have a backpack or I have my gear, and if I need to travel a short distance from where I've packed my backpack, then I'm simply going to grab my rifle like this. But specifically in a match environment, I've always got a backpack because that's where I keep all my ammo, my data cards, my food, my water, all of those things. You guys know I'm massive on my snack game. So let me grab my backpack and I'll show you how amazing the rifle link system is. I'm also going to pop down this H&T 26. We'll circle back to it in a wee bit. Okay, rifle is clear. Now I've already installed the rifle link system, or a part of the rifle link system. Let's call this the female side, to my backpack. Now there's two versions of this. There's the slide lock and the clamp lock. Now I've decided for the purpose of this backpack, I'm going to go for the clamp lock version, and it basically uses 4 bolts to attach this plate to my backpack. On the side of my rifle, I've already installed the M-lock sort of male part of the rifle link system, and all I need to do now is literally just click this guy in like that, and my rifle is safe. I'm going to jump up and down here. As you can see, I can do that quite rapidly, and if I need access to my rifle, I can simply get it off and get doing what I need to do relatively quickly. So that's how this section works. Now what's really cool is obviously you can buy multiple clamps. You can also run a clamp on the other side of your backpack if you wanted to attach a shooting bag. Now let's actually circle back to that. I'm going to pop this rifle back down here. Now there are also many other cool mounting options like this anywhere mount. This, for example, attaches to a shooting bag. I've managed to make a small hole on the back here to attach this. Very, very simple to do. I'll show you guys some footage as always how to do that. But now I can just pop my little shooting bag there, and if I need access to it, I've got it right here. Now imagine for a second, I've got 2 of these. I've actually got the other clamp, it's still here. I just haven't set it up yet. But imagine for a second I was running that over here. I could have my shooting bag there, I can have my rifle there, or I could have my binos there, however you do decide to configure it. Now, the other thing that's really cool, let's say for example, you want a more sort of modular setup. You're at a match, you've got your chassis rifle with you, you don't know quite what the rules are. Some match directors don't like you carrying a rifle like this because you're flagging people. Other people say, listen, muzzle up, aka straight in the air. Other people like to carry their rifle muzzle down. Now sometimes when you're at a range, they say, listen guys, everybody agrees, muzzle down. Cool, that's the rule, you carry your rifle like that. Now you've mounted your M-lock slot over here, and you can only carry a rifle like this, otherwise you'll be walking around like this. Okay, that's going to be a problem. So there's also the QD mount. So same system like the initial sling I showed you guys, but you can basically attach this anywhere you want. So again, we've got those flush cups over here. This one is a little bit more tough to get in and out, but you want it to be tough because otherwise your rifle's going to moor on the ground. Okay, that's Afrikaans word of the day. Moor is when it aggressively falls. Okay, so you press in the back here and that's going to index as so, boom, that is in. And now I can attach my rifle like this. Assuming I don't have a 30-inch barrel, I should still be absolutely fine. And again, that is rock solid. Now you get to the same range, by the way, also maybe on your AR, you know, felt super tactical. Almost feels like putting an AR out of a holster. Now we get to that other range where we have to carry muzzle up and we can simply move that guy over here. Let's push this in again. There we go. And obviously the rifle barrel will be past my head even if you're running like a 24-inch barrel. The muzzle's probably going to be over here somewhere. So this is a really, really cool system. Now you guys might be familiar with the bipod that MDT sell called the SkyPod. Now fun fact, if you didn't know, this is called the SkyPod because the gentleman who invented this, his name is Sky Thomas. And when MDT were like, hey, we need a bipod, okay, what's the best bipod out there? Should we make one? What kind of features do we need? They were just like, hey Sky, can we buy this company from you? Because this is the best bipod on the market. And it is amazing. Now, much as our bipods in the past, you know, they didn't evolve for many years, then Sky came out of this and all the different things it could do. I think that this system is reminiscent of that. It's just, some people just have that ability to, you know, bring new things to the market. And I think this is a really cool little system. So anyway, guys, rifle link, the details to that is down below. I have some stock in South Africa. We didn't get a giant shipment in, but all the details to that is down below. It's super cool. I've hunted with it 2 or 3 times now. I had some samples previously, but now we actually have stock in the country, which is really cool. Okay, gentlemen, Sky, you're gonna watch this. Thank you very much for making super cool products. This, and that. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye.